Hi everyone. I hope the audio and video quality is good. If you can hear this fine, maybe you can message on our Slack channel. Let's wait a few more seconds and we'll get started. Hi everyone. Yep, I think I can hear back. Yes, all good. Cool. Let's get started. So, first of all, it's very happy to see we are 3000 plus members. I would like to thank my co-organizers Tim and Annie, and also Superloop for sponsoring this meetup subscriptions. Yeah, so excited to see 3000 plus members. And in today's session, we'll be learning about Claude Code. So we will be building a few projects, probably 2 projects today. We will be using a lot of code, but we won't be writing any code. Without writing any code, we will accomplish 1 or 2 projects, maybe one project on basic machine learning and one project on Gen AI. So for Gen AI, we'll be using OpenAI API key. And for machine learning, we don't have to use any, but overall, we'll be learning about Claude Code. So I hope you have heard about Claude Code. So Claude Code is like a command line code editor. Like this is like a coding tool. Usually in Cursor Visual Studio Code, you can see something like this. And here you can ask any question and it will write code for you. Write a simple Python code for building small game. You ask questions like this, and since this is agent, it will write code for you. And this is one way of coding. And there is another way of coding, Cloud Code. In Cloud Code, we'll be basically using the terminal window. I'll tell you how to install Cloud Code first. Then we will do 2 mini projects. So that's the agenda for today. So while doing the project, we will go through a few ways to work with Cloud Code. I've been using Cloud Code for the last 2 months, I guess, since it got launched, especially after Sonnet 4 and Opus 4 model. It's working amazingly well. I highly recommend checking this out, Cloud Code. So first of all, let's see how to set it up. Yeah. So before that, maybe let's delete this. We don't have to do this. Delete. Cool. So to install Cloud Code, you need Node.js. You can just Google Node.js and you will see this page. And here you can copy this one by one and you can run so that Node.js will be installed on your computer. Also, you can directly download macOS installer or depending on your operating systems. You see it easy to install. Once this is done, what you can do is you can copy this one npm install -g Anthropic AI Cloud Code. I just copied. I'm going to install now. In my case, I already installed. It added packages, which is good. Once it's installed, what you have to do is you just type Claude. Yep. I think for the first time, it will ask you to log in. You can log in multiple ways. You can have a Cloud subscription. Cloud subscription is $20 per month, and also they do have $100 and $200 per month. Depending on your usage, you can subscribe. Otherwise, you can just watch what I'm doing. Then you can consider if it's worth subscribing for Claude or not. Also, it has API plan. In the API plan, you pay for the usage. You don't have to do subscription, but I recommend $20 subscription to start with, so that you don't have to worry about the cost. If it's API, you have to monitor the cost after every many projects. If it's subscription, you pay once like 20 per month, and based on that, you can use based on the usage available. Cool. So now what I'm going to do is we will start with a small mini project like a machine learning project, just to walk through different things that Claude Code is doing. Once that's done, we will do a mini project on some Gen AI. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say download Titanic dataset, do so maybe do exploratory data analysis, lots of visualizations, feature engineering, build 3 to 4 models, interpret, build Streamlit app. So this is the task I have given. Once I have given some task, it will come up with a plan, what it has to do. Currently, it's going to do these steps: download Titanic dataset, perform EDA, create comprehensive visualizations, perform feature engineering, model, Streamlit, interpret model results, which is great. So currently it's working on the first one, download Titanic dataset, and you can see the tokens it's consuming. Okay, it's asking, do you want to make this edit to download titanic.py? It has written some code and it's asking about our approval. What we can do is we can just type yes. Otherwise, also we can type yes and don't ask again this session. I usually do the second one. And if I have a control about the project, if it's super new, I like to go one by one, but here it's a simple task. Just use yes and don't ask again this session. So it has written this code, download Titanic dataset. And yeah, it's asking to run. You can see it's going to execute this bash command, python download titanic.py. Yes, and don't ask again for Python commands, which means in future, in the same session, if it's going to execute Python code, we don't have to approve any permission if I'm choosing the second option. So I'm going to choose the second option. You can see the tokens it's consuming. So it's going to perform EDA. It take 3-4 minutes max to finish the project end to end. So if you have any questions so far, or if you want me to explain anything further, you can comment on YouTube chat, or you can also message on our beginners Python Slack channel. You can go to our meetup. Here you can find how to get access to our Slack. So you can just beginnerspython.slack.com, and you can email. You can find the details on meetup.com. Otherwise, you can simply message on YouTube. I'm monitoring both. Cool. I feel like it's writing lots of code for EDA because we asked it to do quite a few EDA. currently it has completed Titanic EDA, and you can see the code it has written. It's lots and lots of code. Yeah, nearly like 400 lines. And currently it's working on feature engineering. Leo says he's getting an unexpected token message under Linux. Maybe can you share some screenshot, Leo? Also, there is a way to monitor how much money it's spending or tokens. Since I have a subscription, I don't have to worry about the cost. But the way to monitor is installing one more library. It's called CC usage. You can just Google CC usage and you will find this one. Let me share it here. Is there a login token to be passed under next? I think so. We have to do the login. To do login, you have to, let me see. Just type Claude. Once you have typed Claude, it will ask you to login. Then I feel like you have to get a subscription, $20 per month. Otherwise, you have to create an API key and paste the API key. Yeah, let's see how we can use the CC usage. So I usually prefer this one, CC usage blocks live. Just copy and put it here. So you can see at 5 p.m. My session has started, and currently I spent like $1.19. Cool. So currently it's building and evaluating models. If there is any error, it will figure it out automatically and it will fix it. Yep, it has updated. So this is super powerful. The reason is it has access to models like Opus and Sonnet. They are powerful model for agentic coding. And another thing is it has access to lots of commands. For example, you can see currently we are allowing it to execute all the Python code. Also, it can do the web search. It will, while debugging something, it will automatically figure it out which part to include in the context. Since it has powerful model, as long as we add enough things in the context, it will figure it out how to do that. So after completing this one, we will do one more mini project. In that project, we will use OpenAI libraries. Even you don't have to read any of the documentations on TypeScript. So the plan is we'll be using OpenAI TypeScript library. So this is OpenAI TypeScript, TypeScript and JavaScript API library. We don't have to go through any of these, but we will be adding lots and lots of details in the context, and we give our OpenAI API key, and we will ask it to build some cool web app, and it will build it for you. So let's do that after finishing this one. So Patrick asked, can we watch this on demand later? Yes, since it's on YouTube, just bookmark this or subscribe to the channel. You can watch it later too. Cool. Also, this morning, I got this notification from Anthropic. They launched quite a few courses, which is amazing. One of the courses is Claude Code, and another course is MCP, Advanced MCP, working with APIs, Anthropic APIs, which is great. You can click this one, and here you can see the courses. Just before our session, I quickly glanced their Cloud Code, which looks great. I can also share this link. Is this happening when you type Claude? Maybe install your Node.js one more time. Probably that will be the issue. Install or upgrade your Node.js. Yeah, update Node.js, close your terminal, open it again, then type Claude and see how it goes. Otherwise, you can just watch what I'm doing. Later, you can replicate the same. Cool. Let's copy. Yep, this is the course. This is amazing as well. So let's see what it does. Okay, it has done a lot of things. Let's quickly read what it has done. It downloaded, which is good, performed comprehensive EDA, which is great, saved all the plots to visualizations, feature engineering, created 22 new features, built 4 models, and the maximum accuracy we got with logistic regression, 81.6. Then it also built model interpretation, and it created interactive Streamlit app. Everything's great. It has given this command to run the app with Streamlit, run Titanic app.py. Maybe let's do that. Yep, I'm going to copy this. Let's open. Yep. So here you can see dataset information, some quick project overview, and data exploration. So it has some issue. You can just copy this and paste it here. It will fix it for you. Demographics, fair analysis, relationships. It's the same issue. Update y-axis. Maybe it's with my library, but it will figure it out and it will update the code. Yeah, I changed the files already. Let's rerun. Yep. Now it disappears. Yeah, it did it quickly. Cool. And model performance. So it built a few machine learning models, and it found the best model is logistic regression. And you can see ROC, AUC, recall, few other things, confusion matrix. Cool. And make predictions. It even built some quick demo. Let's try number of 2, fair 55, age 34, predict survival. Okay, let's copy this. Let's paste. So once this is done, or yeah, it's done. Let's paste this. I pasted. Since it has multiple lines, you can see pasted text 1 with 18 lines. I just enter. Now it will know what it has to do. Fair binding issue, the prediction section. It changed the code, which is great. Yep. So the app should now work properly. Okay, it found the issue and fixed it. Cool. Now let's replay, refresh, make predictions, predict survival. Yep. So now it worked. Prediction, this person survived this data set, and their survival probability is 96, and their profile insights. key insights from analysis. Since it has done lots of EDA, it understands these data really well, and it has created these final results. Okay, so this is really great. But now what we are going to do is we are going to do a very quick mini project without reading anything on the OpenAI TypeScript library. I'll tell you my workflow. Let's say now what we are going to build is we are going to build something for the I think before that, let me quickly read the YouTube message. So Patrick asked, are you running this in parallels? I'm not. I just created multiple terminals. In each terminal, I created a few things. Here Claude is running, and in my next one, CC usage is running, and in the third one, I'm running my Python code there. Cool. So now I'm going to teach you a few comments. So we have completed a project here. Maybe let's quickly delete all the things we have done. Let's do that. I deleted. Let's also delete visualizations. Delete. Yeah, cool. So even so now we are going to start a new project. To do a new project, I usually like you have to close this and reopen. Otherwise, you can just type /clear, because all our previous conversations are related to Titanic datasets. But now we are going to do a new project. For that new project, we don't need these things in the context. So we can delete this by typing. You can just type /. If you type /, you can see so many comments. We will be learning one by one, but now let's focus on important ones. One of the important one is clear. Now we cleared all the previous context. We are about to start a new project, but before that, let me quickly build some context for our project. The project we are going to do is we will be building a small React or Next.js web app. In that Next.js web app, we are going to help school students to learn better using LLMs. So we will be having a text box. In that text box, students will write some topic that they wanted to learn. For example, thermodynamics. They just type the topic, and then behind the scene, we use OpenAI to explain the things and build some mind map and build a small chatbot, those kind of things. Let's do that quickly using TypeScript. So how I usually do is, I wanted to build this. So first of all, I go to platform.openai.com, and here go to APIs, click create new API key. You can type something and create secret key. Then you will see some key. Once you got the key, put that key in that .environment file. I have already created my .environment file with my original key. In that file, what it has is OpenAI API key equal to and your key. That's all I had. Cool. So now to do this project, we want the Claude Code to understand how to work with TypeScript, especially on TypeScript OpenAI library. Because it doesn't have a lot of details, because TypeScript OpenAI library is super new, especially like few the real time is like 1 month old, 2 months old maybe. So a lot of details it has to figure it out. So we need to give some enough context so that the model will understand how to work with the code. Then it will rewrite a new code for your projects. So let's do that. Before that, let me quickly check what's the data security policy from Anthropic when using this tool. Their data security policies, they won't be using any of our code for their training, and they do have like 0-day retention policy. I'm pretty sure that's true. You can also have a quick look. I think it definitely not using our data or any of our code for their training. That's by default. Cool. Okay, so we are going to build a new project. Before building a new project, let me tell you how I build some context. The context is, this is the library. They have provided so many example files to work with. What I do is I just copy this one. Then I go to git-ingest.com. In that git-ingest.com, it's mainly for prompt friendly code base. You can just paste the link. Oh, sorry. Let's copy the URL. Go to git-ingest, paste it, ingest, and wait a few seconds. Now, what it has done is, there are so many files in the directory. It reads all the files and then it put it in a big chunk of context. So there are so many code here, and you can see for each file it has like file name and the code. Now what we can do is just copy all, and then you can construct your prompt. I have my OpenAI API key in .environment file. I want to build a Next.js web app that has that helps students to learn better for a topic. Maybe get the topic from the student in a text box, then explain the topic, build mind map using mermaid library, then include quiz section with 20 questions and answers for testing different skill sets. So project like this definitely takes, if I'm coding everything on my own, it takes at least a week to build in Next.js for myself. But here we have constructed a prompt. Now what we are going to do is, here are some example code, and I'm going to paste the code. But before pasting the code, I may ask it to use OpenAI structured outputs. Maybe I'm just giving some hints so that the output will be much more structured JSON, and then the front-end web app can directly use it. Yeah, it works amazingly well. Now I'm going to paste the context. It's pasting. It's like 26,000 tokens. Yep, we have pasted like 3,000 lines of code. And maybe I'm also going to say use OpenAI O3 model, which is cheaper. Cool. So most of the examples are like GPT-4o, and we explicitly said use OpenAI O3. So before writing any code, it's going to plan things out. So this is the plan. Set up Next.js project structure, OpenAI client, build main page, create API route, mind map, quiz, build UI components, add mermaid interaction for mind map rendering. So this plan looks great to me. Since Anthropic models are thinking, it has thinking enabled. Cool. it says it's going to run this bash command to see the files there. So yes, and don't ask me again. I usually wait 3-4 minutes and it should be done. And you can monitor the tokens it's spending. Since this is a big project, we will be learning a few more comments on Claude Code as well, like compact, which summarizes all the previous context. And Claude Code is like 200,000 tokens, which is great for most of the project. And we can compact, and then we can create a few memory files. In the next few sessions, next week Tim is teaching. After that, I'll be teaching 2 or 3 sessions focusing on Claude Code, more hands-on. So this is great. This is not only helpful for programmers. We can use Claude Code for almost like all the different projects. Like if you are a product manager, still you can use Claude Code. If you are like a legal assistant, still you can use Claude Code. There are so many ways to use Claude Code. And it doesn't have a lot of learning curve. Spending 2 to 3 hours should be fine. So currently it has finished the setup, which is great. And then create OpenAI client configuration with structured output. It's working on this. It has written this code. And currently it's building the main page with the topic input form. If you like my experimentations, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll be covering more Cloud Code. I'm teaching nearly after 3-4 months. I recently switched my job and got super busy, but now I'm committed to get back into my teaching once a week. Um, every Wednesday, 6 p.m., myself or Tim will be teaching. By the way, Tim also has his own channel. You can go to our meetup. You can just Google beginners Python and machine learning meetup. You can see the meetup. And this is our next session. Tim usually covers mostly on Python, web applications, HTML, JavaScripts. And here you can see his channel. And I mainly cover on Gen AI, mostly LLMs, agentic AI, data science, machine learning. Cool. So based on my experience, I have done quite a few projects in the last few weeks, like 4-6 weeks. Usually projects like this takes 10-15 minutes max. And most of the time, within 1 or 2 iteration, it's giving me what I wanted. It's in the final step, add mermaid integration for mind map rendering. Mermaid diagram file. I think we are in very final steps. I like reading its thinking. Yeah, interesting. And you can see what are the tool calls it has done. Bash creating directories, ls, Python. So currently it can execute these three things autonomously. Uh, yes, it is recorded, and I'm reading the YouTube comments. Yes, it is recorded, and you can just subscribe to this channel and you can watch this later. It's in the live section of the channel. Cool. It has pretty much done, and you can see it's updating the README. Yep, it's all done. Now what we can do is let's run this. It says we have to do npm install, then npm run dev. Let's do that. ls npm install. Most of the library should be already installed because I have used quite a few packages. Yep, installed. Now type npm run dev. Okay, let's copy, put it here. If we are running into some issue within one or two iteration, it will fix it. Usually I start with very simple UI, then I ask it to build complex ones. Let's start with this one. Let's say I want to learn thermodynamics. So it's generating learning materials. Now it's using my OpenAI API key that we provided. And okay, it got into some error. What we can do is just copy the error. It will figure it out automatically. Yeah. Okay, it says it need to fix the error. It seems the API response might not be returning expected structure. Yeah, it need to work with the structured output. Cool. So I'm expecting 2-3 issues. One of the issues is it need to understand the structure a little bit more. So we have test it out and then paste the error messages. It will figure it out. That's one way. The second one is probably it uses OpenAI GPT-4o model. I want it to use O3. So I need to figure it out whether it uses the correct uh, APIs. It uses GPT-4o mini. Um, we need to ask it to change to O3 later. Let's do one by one. So initial pass, as long as it's working, I'm happy. Then I add different models and iterate more. I will check one more time after this. Otherwise, I'll show you what I usually do. Okay. It's changing a few things. Okay. Yeah, main problem is like structure output. It fixed a few things and it's going to restart. Yep. Let's okay. I'm going to restart. Okay. 301. It's loading. Yep. So if you are getting any error now, I will tell you what I usually do. Learn. Okay. I just go to the structured output section, and here what I can do is I can just copy the code because it's mainly struggling with the structured output. I just copy everything and let's try. I think it worked. Okay. Yep. So what we can do is we asked thermodynamics and it explained thermodynamics to us quickly. And then the mind map did not work. What we can do is we can take a screenshot, copy the screenshot and paste it here. Here, usually on Mac, we do like Command V, but for Claude Code, you have to use Control V. In my keyboard, I'm pressing Control and V, and it says it pasted image 1. Here we can type, looks like mind map not displayed properly. Maybe get that as mermaid graph and use it. Yep. It sees the issue. The mind map is not rendering properly. It looks like the mermaid diagram is not being displayed correctly. Okay. Now it's going to look at the code of mermaid mind map route.ts, and then there it's fixing a few things. I think with 1 or 2 iterations it should be fine. I'm receiving YouTube comment. Why you don't use subscription instead of tokens? I'm currently using subscription because with subscription we can have a control of our budget. I only use CC usage to monitor how much the subscription, like it just gives you a hint how many tokens we are using using this CC usage library, CC usage. But I'm currently on a subscription. I don't have to worry about how much it's going to cost me. Thanks. Okay, it says it fixed the mind map. Let's go here. Okay, let's refresh. Type thermodynamics. So this is a simple one. Later you can add login, and then you can create maybe flashcard. Okay, it created the explanations and currently it's generating the mind map. Okay, still it has to fix a few things. Let's see what error. There is no error. Maybe let's copy. Go here, paste it, mind map. please fix. Also, I'll tell you one more comment. The comment is, let's say if I'm working on super complex things, I just copy this, I'm going to paste it. I can say ultra think and fix. So this is a keyword, ultra think, and then one more keyword like think deeper, something like that. I usually use ultra think. This is a keyword that Claude Code uses to think more, because Claude Sonnet 4 and Opus 4 are thinking models. When you working with super complex things, you can type ultra think. It consumes more token, but still super helpful. Now you will see some outputs like, yeah, proper planning, and it will figure it out. It's going to see, you can see the thinking and a lot of things going on. I see the mind map is still empty. Let me debug and fix the issue. Cool. Okay, and here you can see some of the questions. Maybe let's go do the hard one. Maybe randomly picking one. Oh, I need to select everything. Maybe let's randomly choose and see how good the explanations are. Submit. Okay, you can see when it's incorrect, it's doing the explanations. Even when it's correct, it says correct and give you the explanation, which is great. Yeah, we can do. Okay, cool. Let's copy this. Still it's not perfect. Yeah, it's still working on. Okay, I'll refresh and try one more time. Let's see. So now it's thinking like a lot of things. Let me also add better logging to mind map API. We will end our session after we fix this one. It won't take more than 5 minutes. Leo is asking, do you have a token ceiling on subscription? I do. Actually, there are like 3 subscriptions. Claude is available, $20 and $100 and $200. I think I recommend to start with $20. Then based on the time you spend with and how productive you are, then you can increase to $100. $100 is like 5 times better than $20 one. And they do have one more plan, $200. $200 is 20 times more than the $5. So which is great. Yep. Cool. Yeah, this is good. It built a mind map. It helps me to understand things quickly if I'm working on some complex topic. The one thing I want to change later is currently it uses GPT-4o mini, which is cheaper. But if I'm working on super complex topic, I recommend O3 model, which is cheaper, but much more state of the art. So I recommend to change all the code in O3. I think it messed up some CSS currently because it's currently fixing a few things. Once the fix is done, it should be fine. Yeah, this is fine. Yep, this looks good. I think this created just for debugging. Yeah, we can ask it to delete later. And I'm happy with this. Yep, and it also added debug, view raw mermaid code. We don't need this. Still working. Yep. So Kilgar is saying he's on $200 plan. It works good for me. Yeah, this is like, yeah, drug. I started with $20, later changed to $100. and now I'm on $200 plan. So every day I'm getting some new ideas. Just quickly play with it. It's fun. Yep. And Kilger also commented, the message is think hard, think harder, ultra think. Yep, which is good. Okay. Yep. I think let's wrap this now. This looks good to me. I think we need to rerun. Control Z, npm run dev, and 3002. Change this. Yep. So let's see the output and we'll wrap this today. I hope you enjoyed the session. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, and if you have more questions, just ask me there. And we also have a Slack channel. Cool. And it's still generating the 20 questions. Yeah, so far it created the mind map. And mind map looks great. Cross Anthropic in machine learning. What are the applications, advantages, challenges? And some quick explanations. And some quiz to test my knowledge. I like the way it says hard, easy, and conceptual understanding, application of knowledge, different areas. Later, we can also ask you to evaluate under different areas. It's a great way to learn. Cool. Thanks, everyone. See you all after 2 weeks. Thank you. Bye.